Whew. Hello there, all you ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen and ladies. So what we're going to do today, start planting our cool season crops. Now, as you can see in our last video, we came in here, we tilled it all up, we amended it, we tilled it in again, and now we are going to plant cool season crops. So let me go on ahead and get this all kind of healed back up. Hopefully the chickens will stay out of it now that they know there's nothing in here. This weekend we have a load of compost coming, so the compost will go in these furrows here that we have dug, and that will help not only help fertilize and feed the root system down there, but it'll keep the dirt where it's at in these hills. So that'll be another big plus. So let me finish up doing this, and as soon as we're done, we'll bring you back and we'll start planting in our hills. So put y'all on hyperlapse and let's get it done. All right, so first row here, we're going to plant peas, and then we'll go from there. You got to plant peas pretty thick, or they won't do very good if you don't, because they got to use one another to stand up on. And we're just going to kind of pack them down too once we get them in their holes there. I get that other stuff in here Sunday, that other dirt. When I put it in these furrows, that'll hold the banks up on them so they won't be rolling off as bad then. But I want to go ahead and get it planted today. It's Wednesday. That way, hopefully by next Wednesday, everything's up and going and we can get some good harvest off of this. I've actually thought about planting potatoes in these furrows and then burying them when I get my new compost and letting the potatoes grow up in there. That way, once I've harvested the centers of the hills, I can take that dirt and shove over on the potatoes, just kind of like roll it in like that. You know, like this row right here, I could take half of this hill, and roll it over in the center, heal my potatoes up. And while the potatoes are growing, after I harvest this center, I can go in here and plant my corn in these 5 rows. All right, after I've done harvested everything, plant my corn in them 5 rows. And as the potatoes are coming up, my corn's coming up, and then harvest the potatoes. And as I harvest the potatoes, heal my corn back up. What y'all think? Y'all think that sounds like a good idea? I do. So that's probably what we're going to do. That's what we're aiming for anyhow. I don't know if it'll come to fruition or not, so you'll just have to wait and see yourself. But I think that's a pretty logical idea. I think it would work pretty well. So let me see here. Get over here and start making some trenches here. Okay, it's a pretty decent little row right there. What do we want to grow here first? So, got carrots planted up in the front yard already. No one no radishes just yet. Let's plant some. Let's start with some turnips here. Plant some turnips. These turnips take, they're frost hardy, and I think they take like 70 days or something like that to harvest. So I'm just gonna. There's those. Half a row of the Nagasaki Akira Kabu turnips planted. What do we want to plant here? Let's take a gander in here what we got. Radish. Got radishes. Tell you what, let's plant some of these giant radishes here. Just to kind of play around right here on this one. Just to have to eat would be cool too. All right, there's that. So let's see here, where do I end here? Right there. We got some radishes planted on that first row. Split the row. So good on that one. Let me see here. Kohlrabi, the Navone yellow rutabaga. These are really good. They get really big too. I don't think I'm gonna plant a whole row of them. I'll do a half a row of these too. Right there's where it ends. Okay, so I gotta go inside real quick and find that other one real fast. Be right back. All right, everybody, we're back. All right, so planted the can't think of it right now. The Navone rutabagas in here. Now we're going to plant some of these golden beets, and then we'll plant some albino beets and some mammoth beets. Then we're going to have to travel a little bit and get some more room. We've got King Tut peas that we're going to plant, Lincoln peas that we're going to plant. Got some Lola Rosa lettuce that we're going to be planting today. Got 4 new carrots that we're going to plant today. The Cosmic Purple, the Cutigur, the Juan Obtuse Dobes or whatever, and the new Curota. We're going to plant those. Let me see here. Getting the carrots here. Where's my carrots? Carrots. Black Nebula. Right here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so I'm going to plant those today. So that'll be Cosmic Purple, the new Corota, and then the Cutigur carrot. So, or actually 4 of them there, and that weird one. So let me put these right here with the carrots. We can get them in a minute. We have some rutabaga, the Martin, or excuse me, Marion rutabagas that we're going to plant as well. Since this is a rutabaga row, let's plant the rutabagas in there. And we have Hilo's radishes that we'll plant. We have some of this giant of Sicily that we'll plant. I've got a scarlet in here, a scarlet globe that we'll plant for the radishes. We have this Japanese wasabi radish that we'll plant as well. And then we'll plant some kohlrabi, the early white Vienna and the early purple Vienna, and then the giant kohlrabi as well. So those are the remaining things we're going to try to get planted today. We're going ahead and finish up this row, like I said, with these rutabagas here. The Marion rutabaga, 85 to 95 days. So let's see here. The 29th. So might as well say the 1st of April. April's got 30 days in it, correct? So there's 30. May's got 31. There's 61. It should be harvested by the middle of June. That's not too bad. Yeah, that's not too bad. And if they grow good enough, we should be able to harvest them a little sooner if they'll grow good enough. These rutabagas here, now that we've got them all into my hands, sweaty hands, from chasing chickens because Valkyrie don't want to listen for whatever reason today. Go around, go around. There's the Marion rutabaga planted. So find our Navrone rutabaga here. Put it right there. There's the Navrone. Now, beets. Got a lot of beets. All right, let's see here. Japanese wasabi beet. Red mammoth mango beet. Golden beet. And albino beet. Let's see. 55 days for the albino beet. This has got, doesn't say. Mammoth red mango beet is 100 days. So maybe we'll plant it somewhere else. I don't really know. I ain't got nowhere else to plant it, really. Need something tall. Super tall. I don't have anything really that tall.
Why don't you plant it right up there? By the staircase, going up to the back door.
Well, yeah, I could plant there, but it needs to be tall, son. You got to have a big thing to plant it in. I don't have anything big to plant it in. Unless I planted it in the trash can.
Possible.
Might do that. Maybe I'll plant them in the trash can. All right, golden beet and then albino beet. Okay, 60 days. 50 to 60 days. That's not bad. All right, so this little thing here. This here, I can plant a double row because it's a wide one here. So I can plant on one side and then plant on the other. That's what we're gonna do. We'll just split it right here down the middle. And we'll plant it, we'll double plant here. Level that out some. All right, golden beets first. I don't know how many of these we got. There's a few there. I don't think we'll need all of them. Try that right there first. I will go with the albino beet. It's 55 days for it. Wasabi. 60 day to maturity. This round shaped Japanese daikon radish has intensely pungent, spicy flavor, perfect for lovers of wasabi. Chefs and experimental home cooks will be delighted to play with this sensational root crop. Well, let's see if that's so. We're playing a whole row of this stuff if it's as good as what they say. Because we could really sell it probably around here pretty good. I'd say maybe. I don't think we'll plant a whole row. It's a bit much. Let's see how much this gets us. And we'll kind of go from there. I like to grow only what we're going to eat, and only as much as we're going to eat. I don't like wasting a bunch of seed and stuff. All right, so there's that. Now we got to find something to plant for the rest of that half row. And let's see what we got here. Some of these early purple Vienna kohlrabies back here. And we'll plant the white ones up front. There's that. Let's kind of compare these. So early Scarlet Globe is a classic red radish, mild and tasty, crisp, white flesh, reasonably warm weather tolerant. I don't know, buddy. The Giant of Sicily is a Sicilian heirloom, large 2-inch round summer radish, bright red color with great taste and good quality, pure Italian seed. And it is frost hardy. So I don't see how that's a summer one if it's frost hardy, but nah, I digress. And then you got the Helos. I've heard a lot of good things about these. 32 days. They're from Alzbeta, Kovakova, Perkarva of Kosi, Czechoslovakia. Unique, bright yellow, olive-shaped radish is truly one of the most beautiful radishes ever. Doesn't really tell us about how good it tastes, but I've heard a lot of good things about the Helos. So, the one guy down in Florida, Pete, or not Pete. What's his name? The Kovaleski guy. You got Pete Canaris, and then you got John Kovaleski or something like that. I can't remember his name. Anyways, he grows a lot of Helos and he loves them. So we'll plant one full row of Helos, and we'll plant a half row of Scarlets and a half row of the Giant of Sicily. And the only reason why is because I've heard a lot of good things about these Helos, and I'm kind of curious to try them out myself and everything. Because if they're as good as what he says, then I'll grow them all summer long and sell them. On that end, we'll do the Sicilians on that end. So Scarlet Globes up here on this on front half here, and then Sicilians on the back half. And then we'll have to go find a place to plant out the peas and some of the other things we got now. So those are all planted and ready to go. Just gotta water them in. So a lot of root crops. A lot of root crops. All right, guys. So this little patch here is going to be requiring a lot of nitrogen, and I could probably go ahead and help that nitrogen out if I go on ahead and put the peas in here. So I'll put 2 rows in here, and we'll put the Lincoln pea in the front, put that King Tut pea in the back, and we'll run them in here, the peas, and we'll see how well they do in here. Like I said, we got to have nitrogen anyhow. Might as well go on ahead and plant these in here and let them start fixing the nitrogen in it and stuff. And then whenever we go to it, we pull them up to plant our other stuff in here. We'll have them. We'll have nitrogen already established, and we'll just dump more nitrogen on it and go on about our business. So we'll do that there. And let's see. We'll plant those mammoth beets over in that trash can. And then we will find a place to plant the giant kohlrabi and the early white kohlrabi. So let's get to it. All right. Let's get this going on. Oakley dokley. Just a little shot of it. And it'll help keep that plant there from losing anything from it too. sticks here. Make a couple furrows here, and then we'll just use bamboo sticks to prop them up too when they start growing. Actually, I can do 3 rows here. Yeah, I can do 3 rows here. There's one. 3 rows would be better. We'll split the middle row. The middle row will have both kinds of peas in it, the King Tut and the other one. Alrighty, dynamite. That last line looked like your little drunk did that, didn't it? Put the Lincolns first and put them down first. Well, all right, so boom. Those, the Lincolns are all planted. And now we're going to go to the King Tuts. King Tut purple pea. King Tut purple. This sounds interesting. There it is. See how the light there. You can see it. There's that. So there's the peas, King Tut and Lincolns planted. Now we got the kohlrabies to plant. And it's how it is some years, you know. We'll get it though. We'll get it. Just don't worry. Whoa. About drilled myself in the head, Fred. Alright. Oh, yeah, I need to pull that cabbage up out of there, too, don't I? Or not cabbage, but that hay off from around the cabbage there. Let's grab it real quick. You know what? I'm not gonna plant those carrots today. I'm gonna wait until I get this bed full of new compost and stuff. Then I'll put the carrots in here. I'm gonna get it on Sunday, so I mean a couple more days won't hurt, I don't guess. All right, so we got all this done. So, well, guys, I think that's all we're gonna do today. It's 6:49, so I think we're gonna spend the rest of the day. Well, we're gonna plant some mammoth beets real quick. We will do that. This right here is a real big parsnip. I'm gonna pull it up out of there real quick because I think it's kind of rotted. I think some of it's rotted. So, well, it had a lot of new roots on it there, though, isn't it? So, how much of it's rotted? Just that little piece right there. Is that it? The rest of it feels pretty good. So, it had a lot of new roots growing. All right, guys. So, I don't know what happened there. It just kind of shut off on its own. We replanted the parsnip in here. And now we're going to plant some mango beets in here. So, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Got 17 of them in there. So, 17 of them. We'll choose which one ends up growing the best. Whichever one ends up growing the biggest and best, that'll be the one that stays, or the 2 that stays in here. We'll see if we can't grow a record of some sort in this. I need to get me another trash can.
What are those plants?
These are mammoth beets, mammoth mango beets.
Mammoth.
Yeah, they can grow like 40 pounds plus in 100 days.
Well,
yeah, see how big it is? That right there is what we just planted. Stay tuned. 100 days. Let's see.
Don't forget to smash that like button. That notification bell. Don't get the
Good job. Here you go. Thank you. Don't forget to share. Yep. There you go. Good job. And subscribe.